Hey guys, how's it going? It's Uber Jack here with another video for you guys today. And this one, just a quick video, but pretty significant, to be honest with you. So my last video, you'll see, had my best week. That was not this week, it was the week before on the app. Crazy. We were getting surge like you've never seen. And to be honest with you, that surge effect has been there since I returned back anyway to work, from the lockdown. So like, I don't know when it was, say 6 months ago or whatever. It's surged a lot more, and that was tied in with the driver shortage. I knew back in the summer that was a quiet time traditionally for Uber and private hire, but we were getting mad surging, and I knew then something was up. I was making really good money in the middle of the week, middle of the day, weather's fine. There was partly an effect because people were allowed out now and they wanted to go and do things. That was partly effect, but in the back of my mind, I thought there was there must be a driver shortage, and now we're seeing the news that there is, it's now official. But something's happened since last week. So on Saturday, I was gearing up for another massive day and night. It was a similar Saturday to the one before in terms of what was going on. There was a huge rugby match, Wales, South Africa. Week before, it was Wales, New Zealand, in Cardiff, which is obviously where I work. And 70,000 people in the city centre. Saturday, it was raining. It was, it was just all the perfect conditions for another crazy night for us. But the surge just didn't come. It came in parts, but nothing like the degree that we saw the following Saturday. Now, the following Saturday was the payday weekend. It was also Halloween on the Sunday. So you could argue that, the demand may have been a bit higher. But the demand was still there on this recent Saturday, because I was just getting ping, 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 constant jobs sent to me. It wasn't like there was any downtime, but the surging just was not there. The most I think I got was like a 2x job, and 2x was like the week before, a low amount for surge. Didn't see anything like 4x, 3x, none of that. And I'm not being greedy. I'm just pointing out an observation that something has happened. Me personally, I think Uber cracked under pressure. There was a lot of talk after that weekend around the country, not just in South Wales, of people paying this much, that much, 3x, 4x. And I think they've cracked to a bit of pressure because people don't like it. They don't like having to pay more for something when it's in demand. But that's the whole business model. That's how it's been, and that's how it should be, And it's not like it's a surprise. Nobody is surprised by the price. It comes up, and if you don't want to book it, you don't book it. You may be more savvy enough to realize this price might come down, look for another option, ring another operator. They might say there's no taxis available at all. So what I'm trying to get around here is that I think Uber have tweaked some kind of threshold on the surge, because even now, today is Tuesday, and I worked a bit yesterday, the surge just is almost non-existent. And prior to Saturday just gone, you could almost bank on the surge, even in the week, midday, at least 1.5x jobs, sometimes the 2. It just doesn't seem to be happening. And it makes no sense really, because Uber get a percentage of the fare. So why wouldn't they want the fare to be higher when the demand is higher? And they obviously want, the whole point of the surge is actually to lower demand. So people see a price that's been increased, and they're like, fuck that. I know it should be this much. I'm not paying that. Demand lowers down, prices return back to normal. That's the basics of how it works. So it doesn't make much sense why they would do this unless they've been put under some severe pressure by the regulator, public, who knows. But something has changed, most definitely. It's not just myself saying that, it's other drivers too. Maybe this isn't nationally, I don't know. Maybe other drivers who might watch this can let me know if they've noticed any difference. But something 100% has changed, and it's annoying. It's a real problem. It's going to be a pain, because when, like Saturday night, for example, the game had finished. There was 70,000 people exit in the stadium, and there was no surge. It was like at the most 1.2. You're not going to go taking a job on a 1.2 when you know for a fact, because we do know, that the roads where people wanted to be picked up, there was so many people being picked up. There's cars going there, not just taxis, other people, friends, family picking people up. You're getting stuck in this traffic, and you're not getting anything additional for it. So you're losing money by working at those times, those peak times. It's the same as rush hour. If rush hour comes around, the traffic's bad, it takes you twice as long to do a job. Why are you going to go and do, let's say, a £5 trip that takes you twice as long as it would if you waited for the traffic to die down? So they've shot themselves in the foot in a way here, if this is true. Either that, or we've just found the shortage of drivers overnight, which anyone that does Uber or private hire knows that cannot be true, because there's a process to go through, and it takes a long time. 3 months would be great if you could do it in 3 months. So overnight, it doesn't add up to me. This is why I was confident this would last. One of you guys commented saying, do you think this will last up till Christmas now? And I was dead certain this was going to be week by week by week, but it just seems something has changed. Like, I can imagine there being like a threshold on the algorithm and the system that Uber use, and they've increased the threshold, so it takes longer, or it's harder to get the surge going, even when the demand is there and the driver count is low, because that gives them less stick, I would imagine, off people. But people booking, they know the price in advance, so all they'd have to say back to them is, that was the price you agreed to. There's a national driver shortage, so this is likely to happen. What do you want us to do? Either that, or drivers just won't, as soon as they clock onto this, it just won't work at those peak times, because you'll make way more money waiting for these regular prices with no traffic to be a thing. Say, for example, the game, when that finished, wait a couple hours, traffic's all died down, you're still getting jobs, same price as it was when the traffic was there, and you're doing them quicker. So that all ties into fixed fares and stuff like that. So let me know if you guys noticed anything, but 100% Uber have tweaked something behind the scenes, and it's strange. I can see why they might have done it if there was that much complaints coming in, stuff like that, but they shouldn't be justified, because that's the whole terms and conditions of using the platform. I'm sure it'll be in there somewhere that these things will happen. If you agree to that price, that's what you're paying. You can't go, no, I don't want to pay that after you've paid it, after you've agreed to pay it. And as I say, it's all down to the national driver shortage. But I don't know what's going on. I don't know if it's going to continue. I'll keep you guys updated with it, but something's definitely going on.